Hi everybody, it's Lizzie here, and today I'm going to review a wig for you. Now, the little series of wig reviews I'm doing today have a theme. They're mostly sort of shoulder length type wigs, and in each one I'm going to have a look at two different colours. So the first one to review for you today is the Caroline wig from the Feather Premier collection, and I've got this in two colours. One is Autumn Harvest and one is Harvest Gold. So as you can guess from the names, they're not dissimilar colours. Let's show you the two. This is Harvest Gold Rooted. We'll have a proper look at this in a minute. And this one is Autumn Harvest. Okay, right, let's start with Harvest Gold Rooted. So, let's take it out of the box. So this is the longest of the wigs I'm going to look at today. This is past shoulder length. And it's a really nice blend of, I would call it sort of dark blonde and light brown tones. And as you can guess from the name of the colour, has rooted in there, it's got darker roots. So it goes to darker brown at the roots and then more of the golden tones further down the wig. So first of all, I'll show you around the construction of this and then we'll give it a try. So this is a really good construction actually, I have to say. It's got pretty much everything you could ask for. It has got a fully hand-tied base, you can see here. It's got the usual Velcro tabs to adjust the size. It's also got a silicone strip at the back which helps it cling to your head, and you can use wig tape on that if you like as well. Coming around the sides, there's another silicone strip on the waist, on the side tab. And if we look at the top here, we've got a full mono top, but with this collection it's actually double layer. So there's the layer of mesh that the individual fibres are tied onto, and then there's another piece over that, and what that means is you don't get the knots itching and scratching at your head. And if you've got complete hair loss like I have, that can be a little bit irritating sometimes, so having this extra layer of mesh makes it lovely and smooth. They've then put a really nice grippy silicone strip, this is properly grippy stuff here, and then there's a lace front. So you can't really shoehorn much more in the way of brilliant wig construction techniques into one cap. This is top end stuff, but not stupidly expensive. I was really quite pleasantly surprised when I saw the price of this one. Okay, so that's the construction. Let's give it a try, shall we? I'll take off this old wig of mine, which is looking very sad and weary. I'm looking forward to getting some new wigs on my head and enjoying the glossy silkiness. Right, so here we go. For those of you who don't know, that's how you always put a wig on. You line the front up, bring the back over, adjust so the ear tabs are in front of your ears, and then you start playing with it. Now, I cheated slightly. I had this out of the box before I started the camera, so I have already given this a bit of a comb. But always use a wide tooth comb and just comb it through. Okay, so this wig has got some length to it. It's coming to about my shoulder blades, as you can see there, and it's got some shorter layers around the front. So these bits here coming back down to about collarbone level, and there is again a shorter bit here, so it's a chin length layer here on the fringe. Now, because this has got a mono top, you can part it any way you like, and as you can see you have a lovely natural parting there. Looks like the hair's coming from your scalp. And because it's a lace front, you can push it back from your forehead. Now, as I'm doing that, I'm pulling the base up a little bit, but as soon as you stop the pressure on the hair, it goes back. So there you have a nice natural hairline. So this is nice actually. I'm used to a fairly one length wig. It's quite nice to have some layers around the front. There's a sort of slightly beachy vibe to it, and for those of us who are old enough to remember, there's a hint of Farrah Fawcett Major in here as well, which is not a bad thing. So let's have a little walk around the 360 on this. Right, so there we go, there's the front view. From the side, from the back, I'll just move away a little bit so you can see it. And then coming around to that side. So hopefully you can see the colour. I've got light from a window right here as well as the window behind me, so hopefully you can see this mixture of golden tones and light browns that runs through the wig. You've got a reasonable view there. And this darker rooted base. Okay, so we're going to try the other colour on now. So this one is, it's a more uniform colour. It's not rooted. So if I show you there, a little bit hard to tell, but it's a uniform colour. It's a blended colour rather than a rooted one. That's the difference when you're looking at colour designations. This one I would say has some more red tones in it. There's less of the paler, blonder tones compared with the one I'm wearing now. This has more mid-browns and some reddish tones to it. So let's give this one a try. I'm rather liking this idea of comparing two different colours. This is good fun. Okay, so as I said before, start by putting the front to your forehead and then pull the wig back over your head. Flip it back, adjust the ear tabs. There we go. So, this is also useful to show you that the exact same model of wig can come out of the box looking slightly different. Depends on how it's being packed and how long it's sat in a box and that sort of thing. So this one, the parting is naturally falling in a slightly different place compared with the one I was just wearing. Because they're a monotop, you can part it wherever you want. It takes a day or two to sort of train your wig to part where you want it. So this looks slightly different, but it is the same wig, and after the first day or two it will do exactly what you want it to do with no bother at all. If you need it to be encouraged a little bit to hold a parting where you want it, there are some synthetic wig safe wig sprays and gels available on the Simply Wigs website. So you shouldn't use standard stuff that's designed for human hair, but there are some formulations which are designed for synthetic wigs, so you can use those. So for example, if I was going to move this parting across here, like so, I might want it to stay kind of like this. It's not going to do that on its own when it's brand new out of the box, so a little bit of synthetic wig spray or a bit of the gel will do the trick with that. Okay, I'll do a quick 360 on this just to give you a better look at the colour, standing in the light. So there we go, there's the side. Move my head around a bit so you can see the different colours. There we go. Okay, so that was the Caroline wig from the Feather Premier collection in Autumn Harvest and in Harvest Gold.